Hands to Heart Center is Boston's only nonprofit yoga service organization. Hands to Heart Center serves Boston's most vulnerable communities, including students in high-poverty schools, homeless men, women, and children, women living in domestic violence shelters, children with special needs, adults in treatment for substance abuse disorder, veterans, migrant communities, people who are incarcerated, and more. Hands to Heart Center shares the healing benefits of yoga with those living with the least access to it and who will benefit from it the most. Hands to Heart Center would like to thank the Boston Public Library for partnering with us on this virtual yoga project. Hi, my name is Jessica, and I will be leading you through this 45-minute restorative yoga flow. This class is intended for both beginners and experienced yogis alike. I am filming this from Lake Lilanona in Connecticut, but you can practice alongside me anywhere you'd like. To get started with this class, just make sure you have a yoga mat and some type of bolster-like pillow. So this is just a regular kind of like couch pillow. It's a bit longer and a bit sturdier, if you can find something like that. And then either 2 yoga blocks or 2 books that are about this size. You'll need a blanket, and then you'll need a strap. So either a yoga strap, or you can use a belt, or if you have like one of those stretchy exercise bands, that will work as well. And if you don't have any of those things, you can even just like roll out a t-shirt and roll it the long ways. So you can go ahead and pause the video to gather your things. So just make sure you're nice and set up so the rest of the class you can really focus on your body, on the breath, really relaxing. We're going to start in a restorative child's pose, child's position. So some options here. You can bring 2 blocks this way at the long edge of your mat, and then set up your bolster on top of them so it's angled slightly up. And then you can straddle the pillow to bring knees to either side, tops of the feet, shins down on the floor. And then you just walk yourself forward and really adjust, set up as comfortable for your body. Lay your torso down on the pillow, and then lay your cheek down on one side. So the first position you get in may not be the most comfortable for you, so take your time to really settle in, and set up correctly for your body. You can wiggle around. And once you find a comfortable seat, just start to soften, relaxing the face, relaxing the muscles, lengthening your hips down towards your heels, and reaching your heart forward, spine nice and long. The eyes can be closed or they can be open, whichever feels more comfortable for you. And then just start to connect with the breath. I'm going to sit up so you can hear me, but you should be laying down. Take a deep inhale and slow exhale. Softly sigh it out. Again, and take another inhale and soft exhale. On your next inhale, see if you can bring more attention to the back of the body. So in this child's pose position, our front is supported by the blocks and by the mat underneath us. So we can soften through some abdominal holding patterns that we typically are used to in our everyday. Just allow that to release. Breathing more fully into the lower back, the mid back, and then sighing it out. Go ahead and lift up your face, and then just turn the cheek so your face is facing the opposite direction, and lay yourself back down. Take another full deep inhale. And exhale, feel your entire body become softer, heavier, releasing tension. Continue with the breath just like this. Listening to the sounds that the breath creates. Feeling for the sensations it creates in the body. Notice what rises and what falls with each inhale and with each exhale. Just becoming more attuned to the sensations and the experience of the body. In this restorative class, we'll move quite slowly. So really take your time to pay attention to the experience of the body. There's no need to rush from one pose to the next. Take your time with each transition. And take care to modify as needed for your body. Let's take one more deep inhale here in Child's Pose. And open your mouth, full exhale. Release it. Lift your head up and walk yourself slowly back up. And then go ahead and remove the bolster, the pillow off to the side. And remove the blocks to just either side of the mat or in front of you so you can grab them if needed. Then we're going to come into a normal, not propped Child's Pose. So splitting the knees wide, bringing the toes together behind the mat, behind you. Walk yourself forward. And then slowly release your torso, your chest, your head down onto the mat. Your arms are long and forward. You're pressing the palms down into the mat. Take a deep inhale here. Really sending the breath into that back body. Then exhale. Now walk yourself over to the right side of your mat. So walk the right hand over, walk the left hand over. And you can bend the right hand slightly and press the palm into the floor as you pull your left outer hip back and down, lengthening through the entire left side of the body. Your forehead can stay down on the mat. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Another like this. Deep side body stretch. Breathe into that space. And exhale, soften, release. Walk yourself back to center. Hold for one breath on the inhale. And exhale. Now taking the other side, walk both hands over to the left corner off the edge of the mat. You can bend the left hand and then press the palm into the floor to really deepen that stretch in the right side body, pulling the right outer hip back and down towards the behind you on your mat. Take a deep breath in and breath out. Another breath in. Feel the space on your right side really expand, opening up with the breath. And then exhale. Walk yourself back towards center. One more breath in. And breath out. Good. Walk yourself back up into a seated position. And come, swing the legs in front of you. And come to your seat. You can either bring blocks underneath your seat. I prefer for you to have them two side by side like this. if your books are even or if your blocks are even. So you can sit up and have your sit bones comfortably rooting down. But if you feel comfortable without the blocks underneath you or without the books underneath you, you can rest normally just with your bottom down on the ground. And then sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders up by their ears and then relax them down. Draw the shoulder blades together behind the back. Feel your sit bones rooting down into the blocks of the mat. And feel your spine lengthening all the way from the hips up through the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Another breath in like that. And as you exhale, contract the abdominals and pull the belly button slightly in towards the spine, just so your core is engaged, your chest is tall, your shoulders are back and down. And then from here, we'll take a seated cat and cow. So bringing your hands to your knees or your shins in front of you. Inhale to pull the chest forward, draw the shoulder blades together, maybe bring the gaze slightly up. Exhale, round through the spine, through the upper back, and lean back, holding on tightly to your shins to really spread the space between your shoulder blades and arch the back. Inhale, come back into that cow. Lift the gaze, open the chest. And exhale into a seated cat position, arching through the back. Gaze slightly down. Let's do two more like this. Inhale, pull the chest forward into cow. Exhale, round, spread through the shoulder blades for cat. One more. Inhale, forward. And exhale, lean back. Good. Come back up into your tall seat, draw the shoulder blades together. And we'll inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, your left arm will come forward, your right arm will go back. You'll twist open to the right side. Bring your left hand to the outside of the right thigh, and then twist yourself open a bit deeper. Take a deep breath in, sit up nice and tall, chest rising up towards the sky. Exhale, pull the belly button into the spine, maybe let the hand drop behind you. Twist open a little bit deeper. Good. To inhale, we'll sweep both arms back, up overhead. Come back to face center. And then exhale, twist yourself open to the left side, right arm forward, left arm back. You're twisting through the rib cage here, through the spine. Take a deep inhale as your heart reaches up towards the sky. And exhale, your right hand will find the outside of the left thigh. Twist yourself open a bit more. Take another deep breath in, lift the chest. And exhale, maybe turn the gaze to face behind you, twist open a bit deeper. Inhale, come back up to center, both arms sweep up. And we'll do both sides one more time. Exhale, twist open to the right. Left hand finds the outer right thigh. Inhale, twist up. Exhale, gaze behind you. Inhale, come back to center, both arms sweep, get long through the spine. And then exhale, twist to the other side, right arm forward, left arm back. Right hand finds the outside of the left thigh. Inhale to lift your chest, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, look behind you, twist a bit deeper. Inhale, sweep back up and forward. And then exhale, interlace your hands and bring the interlace, so it's like a baseball glove, it's really tight interlace here. Bring that to the base of the skull, so just above the neck. And then draw your shoulder blades together, but relax the top of your shoulders down away from the ears, so we're not hunched up, we're nice and relaxed. And then bring the elbows out a little bit wider, so we're nice and open through the chest. Try not to flare out through the rib cage, keep the core engaged. Keep your spine lifting up. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, gently pull the back of the neck down. Bring your gaze towards your ankles.
And with your hands, you're gently pulling the back of the skull forward and down. So we're just getting a nice neck stretch. And then inhale, lift the chest, open the elbows. Good. Again, let's exhale, look down. Gently pull the back of the neck down and forward. And then inhale, lift the skull up, gently reach back, open the elbows wide. And last time, exhale, elbows together, gaze down. Inhale to lift. Good. Bring the hands back down, let them just rest on your thighs. We're going to take a couple rounds of neck stretching here. First, we'll take our right ear to our right shoulder, drop it to the side. Slowly, 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 really feeling into the neck stretch here. Roll your chin down until you're looking straight down. And then move in the other direction, bringing the right ear back towards the right shoulder. Mindfully feeling into the neck. Roll your head back so you're looking up and feeling this deep stretch along the front of the neck. And then drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Slowly roll your chin down until you're looking down at the ground again. You can do that just as slowly one more time. Rolling left ear to left shoulder. Chin reaches up, front of the neck stretch. Roll your right ear down towards your right shoulder. And then look down. Let's do that one more time, moving a bit quicker, but still mindfully feeling into the experience of the neck. Right ear rolls to right shoulder, chin lifts, left ear to left shoulder, chin drops. One more. Left ear to left shoulder, chin lifts, right ear to right shoulder, chin drops. Good. Bring your gaze forward, and now sweep the arms behind you. And if you can find an interlace at your low back, please do so. And if not, I'll have you grab your strap or your belt and just take it so that your thumbs face in towards each other and hold on to the strap, just to get that bind without actually having to interlace the hands. So either way, again, sit up nice and tall. Puff out the chest a little bit, but draw the shoulders down away from the ears so they're nice and relaxed. Take an inhale. And then exhale, bring both hands over to your right hip. And then drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. This is just a bit deeper of a neck shoulder stretch. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Let's take another deep breath in to that left neck, left shoulder. And then exhale, come back up. Bring your hands back to the midpoint of your low back. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, bring both hands over to the left hip and drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. So you should feel a deep stretch from your right shoulder to your right ear. Take a deep breath into that space. And exhale, just release any tension you might feel. One more. Drop the right shoulder away from the ear. Take a breath in. And exhale. Release the hands back to center. Come back up. Sweep both arms up overhead. Inhale. Get long. Really stretch through the fingertips. And then exhale. Sweep them down. We're just going to come off the blocks. Bring them to either side or the front of your mat. Just reaching distance. And extend your legs long. And find your sit bones again. So you can reach underneath you and just move the muscly parts of your bottom away. So you're really rooted down through the sit bones. And then flex the toes towards your face. So
So instead of pointed toes, have flexed toes. And then press the backs of the legs straight down into the mat. This is Dandasana, staff pose. We're forming an L with our body. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, we'll slowly lower ourselves forward and down. So you don't have to move very far. You want to keep the length in your spine, so instead of rounding, hunching through the upper back here, our shoulder blades are together, our chest is lifted, and we're actively reaching the heart forward as the hips press down. Take another inhale. And then exhale, engage the core, pull the belly button to the spine, bring your arms out in front of you, and we're just going to lower all the way down to our back for 3, for 2, for 1. Go ahead, release, lay all the way down. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet flat to the floor. And then bring your palms down long by your hips. Press the palms flat down. And then on your inhale, we're going to come up into a bridge pose. So pressing down through the heels of our feet, lifting up with our glutes. We're going to lift the hips up. And just lengthen out the spine, the back body. Activate the legs a little bit before we start to deeply stretch them. And then exhale, let's lower back down. 2 more like this. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, pick the hips up. Press them slightly forward. Imagine your knees are moving forwards. And try not to let your knees fall out to either side or crush in together. Keep them at hips distance. Take another breath in. And then exhale, lower yourself back down. Last time. Inhale, lift up into bridge pose. Knees forward, glutes active, core engaged. And exhale, bring yourself down. Sit up and grab your strap, and then lay yourself back down. And then bring the strap to the bottom of the right foot, at the widest part of the foot. And then extend it overhead so the leg is slightly straight, or there's a gentle micro bend in the knee. And mindfully hold the strap, so don't let your shoulders be tight. Relax the shoulders down, away from the face. Release the grip in your hands, so it's just a gentle hold onto the strap. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Feeling the stretch along the back of the calf, the hamstring. Keeping your right bottom down on the mat. Maybe on your next inhale, you bring the foot a little bit closer above the face. Or if it feels good for you, you can extend the left leg and bring the left leg straight, flat on the floor. Otherwise, feel free to keep the leg here. Take another deep breath in. Soften through the back of the leg, soften through the face. Notice where you're holding tension. And with each exhale, allow yourself to release some of that tension. 1 more. Deep breath in. Exhale, maybe hold that leg a bit deeper. Okay. Bring both sides of the strap into your right hand. And then with your left hand, bring it to the front of your left hip. Just as an encouragement, as a reminder to press the back of that left leg down into the mat. So that left leg is nice and active. And then we're going to bring that right hip, that right leg over to the right side, opening up through the inner right thigh. And again, your left leg could be bent here if that feels better for you. Maybe your elbow rests on the ground as your right foot reaches over to the right. Now we're going to do a bit of activation and release here. So as you inhale, press the right foot away from you so you're kicking the foot into the strap. So we're activating all those muscles, the stabilizer, tiny muscles in that right inner thigh. And then exhale to release, soften, let the muscle be relaxed.
One more time. We'll inhale, press into the strap, kick gently away. So you're activating, turning on those muscles. And then exhale, soften, release. Maybe you notice that your leg falls open a bit more. And then take another inhale. On your exhale, engage the core, pull the belly button to the spine, and lift the right leg back up. Pause at center, just noticing the effects of that deep hip opener. And then bring both sides of the strap into your left hand. And we'll bring the left foot over about 6 to 12 inches to the left side. You can bring your right hand to the mat or maybe to the outer right hip, just to encourage you to lengthen that right hip down. So that's not lifting up, but it's staying nice and flat on the mat. So get it into this IT band, the outer right hip area. And if you feel this in your knee or your shin, just back off a little bit, come closer towards the midline, or bend your knee a bit more. So really targeting this outer right hip. Take a breath in. And a breath out. We'll do the same thing on this side with that muscle activation. So on your inhale, press into the strap, gently kick away. Feeling this right muscle activate. And then exhale to soften. Let it go. One more time. Inhale, kick away from you, press into the strap. Turn on that right outer hip muscle. And then exhale to soften. Take one more deep inhale here. Maybe bring that leg slightly farther away from you. It feels good to deepen that stretch. And then exhale, engage the core. Lift the foot back up towards center. Bend the knee so the knee comes towards the armpit. You can either continue to hold on to the strap here in this half happy baby, or you can let go of the strap, find the outside of the right foot, and draw the right knee down into the right armpit. Good. So we can do that same muscle activation here, kicking the foot into the hand or into the strap like we're trying to press the sole of the foot up towards the sky. Take a breath in with the muscle activated. And release. Let it be soft and relaxed on your exhale. One more deep breath in. And then exhale. Release the foot and draw the right knee in towards the chest. Just hug it up. Give yourself a squeeze. And then release the right foot down to the ground. Step the left sole of the foot to the mat. Bring your arms wide. Just rock your knees gently side to side. Noticing the differences between the right side and the left side body. Let's just take one more bridge pose. Inhale, lift the hips, push the knees forward. Puff up the chest a bit. And then exhale, lower back down. Grab your strap again. Bring the strap to the bottom of the left foot, the widest part of the foot, and extend the left leg overhead. Straight leg or micro bend in the knee. Take a deep breath in. Feel the back of the calf, the hamstring, and notice differences between the right and left side. And acknowledge those differences mindfully. So maybe the left side's a bit tighter, so you won't bring it quite as far up. Or maybe it's a bit more open and you respond to that accordingly. Take another breath in. And exhale, maybe if it feels good for you, extend the right leg. Flexing the right toes towards the face, pressing the right leg down towards the mat. Inhale, maybe pull the leg a bit further over the face. Exhale, release the shoulders, release tension from the face. Now bring both sides of the strap to your left hand. Bring your right hand to the front hip. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, open the left leg over to the left side. So we're going for this left inner hip stretch again. Maybe your left elbow rests on the ground. Maybe you don't go quite as far over. Maybe it's just a gentle extension to the left side. Either way, let's try for that muscle engagement again. So on your inhale, press the foot gently away from you. Feel those muscles turn on as you kick the foot into the strap. And exhale, soften. Let the muscles release. One more time. We'll inhale, contract the muscles, kick the foot into the strap, press it away from you. And then exhale, soften, release. Take a deep breath in. Engage the core on your breath out. Lift the left leg back up through center. Bring both sides of the strap into your right hand now. And draw the foot across your body about 6 to 12 inches. Again, encouraging a stretch, inviting a stretch in that left outer hip. If you feel it in the knee or in the shin, just bend the knee slightly more, soften that, or back off the stretch a little bit. Bring it back towards the midline. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Again, let's go for that muscle contraction. So inhale, gently press the foot away from you. Kick into the strap. Invite a contraction of all of those muscles that we're gently stretching. And then exhale, release. Notice the difference from before and after the contraction. Just staying with that experience. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Kick the foot away from you. And exhale. Let it be soft. Take a deep breath in. Engage the belly, engage the core, lift the foot back up towards midline. Pause for an inhale. And then exhale, bend the knee, come into the half happy baby. You can hold on to the strap here, encouraging the left knee towards the left armpit, or you can release the strap and reach through to the outside of the left foot. Again, we're pressing that right foot, right back of the leg down into the ground as we kick through the left foot up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale, release that leg, release that muscular contraction, let it be soft. And then one more. Inhale, kick through the foot into the hand or the strap up towards the ceiling or the sky. And then exhale, let it go. Release the bottom of the foot, draw the knee towards the center of the chest, give yourself a hug. Deep breath in, and then exhale, release the foot to the back mat, bend the right knee, bring the right sole of the foot to the mat, bring the arms out wide, and again we'll just shift side to side. Good. Then bring both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins and rock a little side to side, rolling out the low back. And then slowly roll yourself up and down the length of your spine as many times as you need to come up to a seat. And then shift over onto your hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position. Let's take a couple rounds of barrel rolls here. So that's like the seated cat and cow we did earlier, but with a bit more dynamic motion. So dropping the chest forward, drawing the shoulder blades together, bringing your gaze forward. Exhale to draw the rib cage over to the right side. And then round, arch through the back, spread the shoulder blades. Bring the rib cage over to the left side. And then come back down, draw the shoulder blades together, look forward. Let's do that to the other side. Bring the rib cage to the left. Press into the hands, round through the spine, arch the back. Bring the rib cage over to the right. And then down. Look forward. So let's add the breath into that, moving a bit faster. And it doesn't have to look exactly like what I'm doing. Just notice how it feels. So inhale, you move the chest round over to the right and up. And then exhale to the left and down. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pause in this cow position and then move in the opposite direction. Barrel rolls to the left side or the opposite side that you just did. Inhale to move left and up. Exhale to move down and forward. Good. Once you've completed your last ribcage circle, your last barrel roll, meet in a cow. Inhale. Exhale, round cat. Good. Come to a neutral spine and walk the hands forward. Drop the chest down but keep the hips high. We're in a puppy pose. So you can bring your forehead or your chin to the mat. If you bring your chin, it's a bit of a deeper stretch for the chest. If you bring your forehead down, it's a bit more relaxing. Either way, this is a nice deep stretch for the shoulders, for the chest. Take an inhale. Hold as you exhale. Look forward, slither yourself forward so you're on your belly and your elbows are underneath your shoulders. This is a Sphinx Pose. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Take an inhale to lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, let's come all the way down. Bring your hands out to the edges of your mat so they're off the side of the mat to either side. And then tense your fingertips, like in a little spider position. And bring your elbows out wide. Take an inhale to lift the chest, pull it forward. You're going to do exhale, look underneath your right armpit, and drop your left ear and left shoulder down to the mat. Inhale, come back up, look forward. Exhale, drop right ear, right shoulder to the mat. Look underneath your left armpit. Inhale, come back up. And we'll do this one more time, rinsing the spine in each direction. Exhale to look underneath the right armpit. Inhale to come up. Exhale, look left, drop your right shoulder. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, lower all the way down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and press yourself back into a child's pose. Move your hips back. Stretch your heart forward. And then come back into that tabletop position. From here, we'll tuck the toes under, press into our hands, and lift the hips, straighten the legs slightly into a downward facing dog. So you can bend the knees deeply in this first downward facing dog. Press into the hands. Imagine your ears moving down towards your thumbs and your hips moving up towards the space where the wall meets the ceiling behind you, or up towards the sky. Go ahead and pedal out your dog a little bit so you can bend one knee, bend the other knee, lifting the heels up. Feeling into the backs of the legs a little bit more now. Noticing how it feels now that we did all that strap work earlier. And then on your inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Drop the back knee, and untuck the back toe. Now if you have sensitive knees, or if you don't have two mats underneath you like I do, you can bring a blanket underneath that knee to pad it, give it a bit more support. And then walk yourself up onto your right thigh, bring both hands there. Lift your chest up tall, draw the shoulder blades together, and then lunge forward a bit deeper into that front knee, really feeling the stretch along your front left hip. Take a breath in and a breath out. On your inhale, maybe reach both arms up if that feels good for you. And on your exhale, circle the arms down behind you. And again, we'll find that interlace of the hands behind the low back. Or you can find your strap and take the bind that way. But either way, we're opening the chest, opening through the shoulders, drawing the shoulder blades together. Lift up tall and pull your belly button in towards your spine. Take an inhale. And exhale. Good, release that. Bring both hands back down to frame your foot at the front of the mat. Bring your left hand to the inside of the left foot, and then reach your right arm up towards the sky. So lengthening, twisting from the torso, reaching through both arms to make a nice long straight line. Take an inhale. And exhale. If this feels a little bit too deep for you, you can always bring a block to any height underneath your left hand. And that would just make this pose a bit more accessible if you're tight in the hips. Take one more inhale. And then exhale. Bend the left knee and draw the left heel closer towards your left glute. And then reach behind you. And if the foot is right there, accessible to you, you can grab onto it and grab this quad stretch. If it's not, and you'd still like to take the quad stretch, make a loop with your strap or your belt. Find the front of the foot, loop it around, and hold on to your foot that way. Either way, we're breathing into this space where we feel the sensation the most. So for me, this is a deep stretch in my left quad. I'm opening through the chest. Take a deep inhale. If you'd like to take this a little bit deeper, maybe turn your chest forward and pull that left heel a little bit closer to the glute. One more breath in. And breath out. Go ahead, gently release that foot. Bring the block to the side. Tuck the back toe and lift the back knee. We're in a runner's lunge. And then we'll just pull the hips up and back, straightening for the front leg. And again, you might want to grab blocks, bring them to either side of your front foot. And we're just lengthening out the back of this right leg. Reach your chest forward so your chest falls over your toes. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let's re-bend into that front knee. Inhale, pull it up and back. Exhale, re-bend into that front knee. Good. Drop the back knee, remove the blocks, and then just step back into your downward facing dog. Let's take the other side, left foot forward. Move the blanket over so it's underneath your right knee this time. Press down through the top of the right foot, and then just walk yourself up onto your left thigh. Draw the shoulder blades together. Take an inhale as you lean forward and bending deeply into this front knee. And exhale. Maybe inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, circle them back and down. Find an interlace at the low back or grab your strap. Take the bind. Take an inhale to open the chest. Keep leaning forward, feeling the stretch in this front right hip crease. Exhale, pull the belly button into the spine. Release the hands. Bring your hand to the inside of your left foot, either to a block or to the mat. And then we'll open, twist. Left arm reaches up. Twisting through the rib cage. Trying to bring that right armpit to the inside of that right knee. Take a deep breath in. And breath out. One more breath in. And breath out. Again, let's find that quad stretch if you'd like it. So bend the right knee, bring the heel of the foot close to the bum. And if the foot is right there to grab it, go ahead and grab on. Otherwise, make that loop with your strap. And loop it around the front of the foot and hold it that way. Maybe you need to bring your foot a little bit wider to widen the hips. Adjust as necessary for your body. And again, direct the breath into the space where you feel this sensation the most deeply. Inhale. And exhale. If you'd like to take this a bit deeper, maybe turn your chest to face forward towards the ground. Dropping the left shoulder to the left knee and pulling that right foot in a bit closer. Take a deep inhale. And when you're ready, exhale, slowly let it go. Bringing your block to the either side of the front foot. Tuck the back toe. Lift the back knee, Werner Runner's Lunge. Take an inhale as you reach your heart forward. And then exhale, press into the left foot, straighten the left leg, pull the hips up and back. Reach your heart, your chest forward, so you're lengthening out the spine. Your blocks can be on the highest height. And then inhale, lunge forward again, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten the legs, pull the hips back. Last time, inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs. Rebend into that front knee. Plant the hands and step back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Drop the knees down and move yourself back into a child's pose. Rest your forehead on the mat. And just breathe. Checking in with your body. We're nearing the end of practice. So if you've lost your breath or if your mind has wandered, just bring it back. Allow yourself to fully be here, experiencing the body, experiencing the present moment without distraction. Just taking this time for yourself. Take another deep breath into the back of the body. Open the mouth. Let it go. Come back up onto your hands and knees. Cross the ankles behind you and just come back into your seat. We're going to end class in a Konasana, a butterfly pose. So how I like to do it is having my hips up and elevated, or my feet up and elevated on a pillow, and usually with blocks underneath either edge of the pillow to support my knees. So I have this sort of bridge like this. You can take some time to set that up. And then lay yourself down on your back. We're going to cross our legs, bring our soles of our feet together, and bring the knees out wide. Letting the inner hips just gently open with the support
of the pillow and the blocks underneath you. So once you find a comfortable position, just settle in. Bring your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your heart. Allow your eyes to close. Allow your breath to be soft and gentle. Slowly, with each exhale, allow yourself to release any more tension from the body. You can take a gentle body scan along with me, starting with the top of the head, relaxing through the forehead, relaxing through the eyebrows. Let the eyelids be soft. Let the cheeks, the jawbone, let the lips be soft. Maybe the top lip parts from the bottom lip. Traveling downward, release any tension from the neck. Let the shoulders fall down towards the mat. Through the back of the body, the shoulder blades, the mid-back, the low back, it all softens. Feel the glutes, the hamstrings, and the calves be soft. Coming back up, moving through the belly. Let the core be soft. Let the hips gently fall open without effort. The knees, the ankles, relax. Once you've found this spot, this point of relaxation, you can stay here as long as you'd like. Gently breathing, just gently being. Now you can stay here a bit longer if you'd like, but when you are ready to come up, just gently rock the head side to side. Waking up the back of the neck. Maybe wiggle the fingers and the toes. Circling the ankles and the wrists. And bringing the hands to the outside of the knees. Closing the legs with the support of your hands. And then just stretching long in both directions. Reach your fingers up overhead, reach your toes in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Maybe open, fake a little yawn. And then exhale. Pull your knees up to your chest and roll over onto one side, curling up in a fetal position. Bringing your biceps underneath you. Resting here in this safe space of your body.
When you're ready, using the support of your arms, you can push yourself up to a comfortable seat, either keeping your eyes closed or allowing them to be gently open but soft. Just find a comfortable seat to spend the last couple of breaths together. I hope this class allowed you to get some time for yourself, cultivating some patience, a sense of respect and acknowledgement of the experience of the body. And know that you can find this place inside yourself at any point in any day. Let's take one final deep inhale together. Fill all the way up. Open your mouth, full side out. You can bring your hands to your heart. Together, we can bow to the light and beauty inside each and every one of us. Namaste.